So we're a few days removed of SummerSlam now, and we're going to have a look back at SummerSlam. SummerSlam started off with a match that I was really hoping to be a lot better than it was. Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose in his corner versus Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre in his corner. There was a few decent spots. It just really didn't get going in the beginning. It was slow, very, very, very slow for the fact that the storyline's been going on for a few months now. It was great to see Dean Ambrose back squaring up with Drew McIntyre, almost a tease of this is to come, and that would be a great match to see. But just wanted more from this matchup. Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler could have given a lot more. Seth Rollins leaves with the victory, beating Dolph Ziggler and hoping that is the end of their rivalry now. I just want it to be over. There's no more that you can do with this now. Next we had the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Unlike the last match, I'm pleasantly surprised with this one. This match actually was a pretty good match. Took the hammer, smashed Big E with it, smashed them all with it, threw them around, ends up being a New Day victory over the Bludgeon Brothers, not taking the tag team titles because of course disqualification rules and the championship's advantage. Then we had Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. And of course, if Strowman had been disqualified or counted out, he would have lost the contract, which is why I'm so surprised that during this match we didn't see Kevin Owens even try and get him to be counted out, didn't try to get him disqualified. Wasn't able to do any of that because Braun Strowman comes in, roars a couple of times, smashes Kevin Owens around for a minute and a half, and the match is over. You built towards something that could have been so good, WWE, but why? Why did you then make it a squash match? Kevin Owens could have played the mind games, getting out the ring, tempting him with a steel chair, just trying to use it, but none of that. It just ended up being a Kevin Owens squash match, making you think, where's Kevin Owens going to go from here? Next we had one of the matches of the night, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch and Carmella for the SmackDown Women's match. It was a great match, teasing at the beginning Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, but we did get that during the match. I thought it was fantastic. Carmella throwing herself with a suicide dive out of the ring in a move that she's never done before. Absolutely fantastic. Of course Charlotte Flair happens, and then the talking points. Becky Lynch hugs Charlotte Flair as if, you know, well done, great match, but then absolutely clocks her, sends her out of the ring, carries on beating on her, throws her over the announce table and just walks off. Becky Lynch turning, future match with Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, but I'm guessing that means Carmella is slightly out of the Women's Championship then. Sorry Carmella, but definitely looking forward to Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch at Hell in a Cell. Then we had the WWE Championship as AJ Styles defended against Samoa Joe. They announced Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe makes the announcement of Daddy's going to be sent home today. Oh, it was just a great promo which really fired AJ up. That power slam, I don't think I've ever seen someone hit a power slam with such ferocity and speed as Samoa Joe hit AJ Styles with. I mean, that move summed up the match. Fast paced, hard hitting, great match. Samoa Joe clocking AJ Styles with that kick, sending him flying to the outside. Just spot after spot, hitting the spot. Absolutely amazing matchup. Loved every minute. Kept me on the edge of my seat wondering what was going to happen. Then Samoa Joe picking up that mic, saying Daddy's not coming home and I will be your new daddy. AJ Styles seeing red, taking Samoa Joe out, smashing him through the barrier, then smashing him with a steel chair. His wife's telling him it's enough, it's enough. It was the way to end such a great match, because I can't see this one going anywhere else but inside the Hell in a Cell now. That's where it's got to go, and it's going to be a huge matchup and a great matchup. Then we had The Miz versus Daniel Bryan, which for me didn't live up to the hype or the expectations, but it's been a few years we've been waiting for it now, so could it really have lived up to the hype that we wanted it to? And the fact that it just ended, the brass knucks being used, I mean, we should have seen it coming because of the whole Daniel Bryan wanting to punch Miz in the face, so Miz winning with a punch to the face was probably the right way to go about it, but it just wasn't as great a match as I thought it was going to be. And then we got Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor, and I'm so glad we got to see Demon Finn. Seems to be a SummerSlam tradition, as I thought it was going to be, as I said in the predictions results, but I wasn't expecting another squash match. I mean, we're just getting that's two in the same show now. Finn Balor beating Baron Corbin in such a squash match just wasn't great. We needed to see a bit more from this, but hopefully that's going to bring an end to the rivalry and we can all move on. Then we got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. Again, surprisingly, it wasn't a squash match. This is the one I thought was going to be a squash match, but it wasn't. Shinsuke Nakamura and Jeff Hardy having a pretty good match. Shinsuke getting the win. Surprising moment is Jeff Hardy down and out in the ring. Randy Orton's music plays, walks down to the ring, and then turns around and walks away again. I mean, what? I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. Then we had Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. It was great to see Natalya. That's the first thing I'm going to say. I didn't think we were going to see Natalya after her dad died a few weeks ago, but it was great to see her, and the fact that they sent her out first, getting the huge round of applause, wearing her dad's jacket as well. Well done, Natalya, for coming out. Then we had the match, Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss. They have squashed Alexa Bliss. I don't know why. I like Alexa Bliss. Why did you squash her? She's a great champion. Yes, it's Ronda Rousey, but Alexa Bliss could have done more. She could have had a good match with Ronda, could have got something out of her. Why did you squash her? It was a pretty good moment of Ronda Rousey sitting in the ring, eyes closed. Come on then, Alexis, come and get me. She comes in, but that's it. That's where she gets completely ragdolled and beaten. Ronda Rousey leaves the Women's Championship. Then we got the main event that no one wanted to be the main event. No one wanted this match to begin with. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. But they did add the spice of Braun Strowman coming out saying he was going to cash in on the winner. So that added that little bit of spice. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar square up. Bang, bang, bang. Roman Reigns suicide dive out of the ring, taking out Braun Strowman. Brock Lesnar then takes out Braun Strowman with the F5, throws the suitcase over. Apparently has broken the staging area from doing so. Gets back in the ring after destroying Braun Strowman with a steel chair. Goes to hit Roman with it. Spear. 1, 2, 3. Even though, yeah, we've all seen the Giphy now of Brock Lesnar actually kicking out because the chair falling on his face. But still, Roman Reigns leaves, and we finally have a Universal Champion on Raw all the time now. Finally, the Universal Championship might actually get a little bit of prestige this way. As for WWE 2K18 versus Combat Wrestling, bit of an anticlimax this time, because it's turned out to be 6-all. The only good thing I can say is that I haven't lost to 2K18 yet in 2 attempts. 1 Extreme Rules, drawn at SummerSlam. There will still be daily uploads of WWE in time, telling you what happened on this day in WWE history. There is still more 2K18 Universe Mode still coming, and we'll be back for Hell in a Cell, where I will do more predictions and more reviews of the pay-per-view. So we'll see you next time.